Shalom. Shalom. I want to start off, of course, giving all honor and glory, infinite praise and worship to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostles, our elders, a great millstone, rule well, teacher on sound doctrine. Strong shalom to the hopeful elect and the rest of the large multitude women, men, women, and children of the Lord will have mercy on these last days. It's your brother HAQADASH coming back with a quick hit through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. All right. This is St. John, chapter 14 and 18. I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. So the title of this lesson is The Body of YAHAWASHI is Never Alone. All right. And by the body, I mean those elect members, okay, that make up the government, all right, that are intertwined in sync with YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI daily and from the foundations of the world. All right. So the body of YAHAWASHI is never alone. John 14:18. I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. All right. Now this is dealing with the Holy Spirit, but the Spirit has always been with His elect men. All right, and the Spirit has always had those spirits, those elect members, where they were always comforted. They were never alone, whether in the spirit or whether in the physical. They always had somebody else to accompany them, okay, on the mission to be able to achieve that mission, you know, some way or another, you know. When you think about Tobias in the book of Tobit, all right, you had Raphael, the healing angel, who accompanied him on his mission, all right, who accompanied him on his mission so that the mission can, you know, get done, man. You know, one, in a timely fashion, and two, you know, for the purpose of, you know, for the sake of the gospel. So the Lord told us that He would not leave us comfortless. He will come to us. I will come to you. He would give certain men the spirit of understanding, the spirit to overcome adversity. And that's a fiery spirit, man, to be able to burn through it. You know, the things that we go through this, you know, with that fiery spirit. That takes a mighty spirit, man. This is Psalms 34. It's 7. The angel YAHAWASHI encampeth around about them that fear Him and deliver them. O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in Him. O fear the Lord, ye His saints, for there is no want to them that fear Him. See, there's no want to them that fear Him. You see, you always have an angel that encampeth, that follow you, that directs you. You see, that directs you. You know, see, when you think about 2 Corinthians 10. It's like, when you think about 2 Corinthians 10, it says, "Now, Paul, myself beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Hamashiach, who in presence am base among you." It's like it went to 1 and 11. Yeah, I had the right one. It's like my mind clicked it, but 2 Corinthians chapter 11. Damn, it's like it. Thinking of 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 11. 10. 1 Corinthians chapter 10. Moreover, brethren, I will not that ye should be ignorant, how that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Hamashiach. You see, in that rock was Hamashiach, because the body of Yahawashi is never alone. Even though you have some scragglers in there, all right, that lusted, okay, and had to be consumed, all right, but you have members, believers in there, okay, because the Lord told us that the wheat and the tares grow together, okay, those children of Satan, okay, let them grow together, but eventually they will be consumed and perish, all right. But when you look at it, when we came out of Egypt, you know, we had a large body that came out of Egypt, man. You know, unbelievers and believers, man. You know, but the Lord never left them. See, that spiritual, the food and the drink that they ate and drank from was Hamashiach. You know, He never left us alone. All right, He always gave us comfort. All right, even when uh, we had to go through our captivity stages. You know, even when the Lord said He would hide His face from us, Yahweh Shai was there. The Spirit was there. You know, the Spirit was there. How you know the Spirit was there? Because think about it. When we was in captivity, what was one of the main things we was doing? Singing spiritual songs. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry us home. The Spirit was always present, but it didn't allow us to access it. You see what I'm saying? Because it had to be hid for a period of time, 3 days and a half. You know, time and a half. So, but the Spirit of the Lord is always present. You know, some way, shape, or form. But because why, you have elect members, all right, you have elect members that have to accomplish the will of the Lord. This is Revelations 3:20. It says, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock." You see, the door is your mind in its context. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him and he with me. You see, so the Lord is will enter into the souls, into the minds of those individuals who believe. You see, to those who believe. You know why? Because He would never leave you alone, man. So when Akim is going through the trials and tribulations and the tests that they have to go through, like Elder Yashimama said, who are you to think that you're not going to get tested? You know, you have to remember that the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Yahweh Yahushai, would never leave you, man, if you believe and you have faith. This is Numbers 11:14 with Moses, because this was when Moses, what I was just talking about, coming out of Egypt, and you had the scragglers, the unbelievers, who was talking shit, man. You know, and then so Moses started to complain to the Father, like, "Yo, how can I, you know, please these people, man?" He said, 14 says, "I am not able to bear all this people alone, because it is too heavy for me." And sometimes in this walk, you might think that this your walk is too heavy. The burden of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is too heavy. But what did Yahweh say? He said, "My burden is light. My burden is easy." You know, it may seem like a load, but it's easy. Why is it so easy if I'm looking at a thing of a lot of that subject or topic or whatever I'm dealing with? It's easy because the Lord said, "You believe in Him, have faith in me, be in me and I in you." You know, it's Numbers 11:14. "I am not able to bear all this people alone, because it is too heavy for me." And that sometimes you might think like that. But Yahweh Shah said, we're gonna come back to this. Yahweh Shah said, um, Matthew 18. So Matthew 18:19. "Again, I say unto you that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them." See? So the Lord will never leave you alone. You see, because when I mentioned the 3 days and a half, where we had to go through that period of hardcore slavery, you know, um, and where the truth was hidden, the Lord still gave you what? He still gave you brothers. Okay, he still gave you sisters, you know, some form of comfort, man, you know, because he told us that we have left our resting place, which is the truth, which is the scriptures, but the elect are amongst Israel. You see, the elect have to maneuver with the whole house of Israel, okay, for the sake of prophecy. But the Lord, he said, where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. So now we have a period of time where the name of the Lord is prominent in the earth again. You see him being risen up as that banner of truth. All right. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and we run into it and we are safe, you know. So the Lord's name is being prominent on the earth again by the elect, the men of the Lord. So the body of the Lord would never be alone, because for the sake of prophecy and what, like this Lord said in Ezekiel, for his name's sake, you know. But when you go to Second Corinthians, you gotta think about that, man. Like, you know, brothers might, you know, be caught up in a situation where they have to, you know, literally, you know, go, you know, be stuck. Like this, it might just be you and your, you know, your children and your wife if you have one, you know. But you got to remember that the Lord said He would never leave you, man. These are comforting words, man. These are comforting words. This is 2 Corinthians 13:1. This is the third time I am coming to you. In the mouth of two or three witnesses shall every word be established. So shall every word be established by the mouth of two or three witnesses. All right. He said, I'm coming to you the third time. So when we read these scriptures, the scriptures often tell us that He will never leave us, that He will comfort us, He will provide for us, He will protect us, He will save us. All these different things. When you go to Exodus 14:14, the Lord told us what? Just flowing through the Spirit. Exodus 14:14, it says, the Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. You see, so the Lord will fight for you. He tells us this over and over and over again, man. The problem is that Israel never listened, never took wise counsel, and never took wisdom. Like I did the lesson on Lot's wife. She didn't take, when you go to Wisdom of Solomon 10:6 and 7, the wisdom, the unbelief is why she turned into a pillar of salt, because wow, she looked back. She didn't believe the words that was spoken to her. Okay. In Genesis, when he said, don't look back. He said, don't look back. But what did she do? Look back. You see, it's very simple. The Lord said the simplicity in YAHAWASHI. You see, we got to have faith that the Lord will never leave us, because He won't, man. So going back to Numbers 11, we can close out. Numbers 11 and 14. I'm gonna start up. It says, no, I'm gonna start at 14. I'm gonna read down Numbers 11:14. I am not able to bear all this people alone, because it is too heavy for me, right? Because you might be in a camp, right? And then you got brothers and you got younger brothers. You might be over. You got other brothers that's over you, but you got to remember that within this order and with how the camp system is set up through the Spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, you have to remember that no matter, like, brothers shouldn't be, like the elder said, man, brothers shouldn't be fucking, he said 20, that's a big number, but he said $20,000 in debt. And then now you want to come to brothers like, brother, you know, I just, man, you know, no, man, off. That's off. You know, your light, you shouldn't be living in your house. You know what I'm saying? Your light's been off for 5 days and you about to die. And brothers don't even know your situation, bro. He said, I would never leave you alone, man. That's why the brotherhood is so important, man. That's why you a damn devil if you was if you were an agent, man. Like Elder said, man. Like, what can an agent say amongst us, but that these guys love each other, that they support each other, that they all about the scriptures. That's all they do. That's all they do. Even if we get together and you know, whatever, have a, you know, a couple, you know, have some yan, the scriptures always come out. If we go to the amusement park, whatever we do as what we amongst the brothers, or what period, some way somehow the scriptures always come out. because that's all we're thinking about. We're meditating on it day in and day out. So what can an agent amongst the brotherhood actually say? Nothing. Only thing they're going to be able to say is they're going to be able to lie on us. You see, bring some falsehood against us, because that's the only thing you can do against this truth. Come against us falsely, okay? Because the Lord is with us, man. You know, the Lord is with us. He said, I am not able to bear all this people alone because it is too heavy for me. So you might be amongst the camp and you might be thinking it's like, damn, man, it's a lot, but it's not. So let's see what the Lord did, man. And if thou deal with thus with me, kill me, I pray thee out of hand. If I have found favor in thy sight, and let me not see my wretchedness. And the Lord said unto Moses, gather unto me 70 men. He told him, get 70 brothers of the elders of Israel, whom thou knowest to be the elders of the people and officers over them, and bring them unto the tabernacle of the congregation, that they may stand there with thee. Right? It says, I will come down. Let's see. And I will come down and talk with thee there. And I will take of the spirit. So the Lord took a portion of the spirit that he gave unto Masha, which is Moses. He took portion of the spirit he gave him. And then let's see what he did, which is upon thee. So I will take up the spirit which is upon thee and will put it upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with thee, that thou bear it not thyself alone. And that's how we are at camp, man. You know, the portion, the spirit, because you don't know who the elect members are amongst you at camp. So the spirit, the portion that the Lord has given those brothers, certain brothers, he spread it out through the camp so that the body can be edified. You see what I'm saying? And this goes into, like, teaching. It goes into, brothers, being a helping hand and so forth. These brothers, these elders were a helping hand unto Masha to complete the mission. The Lord will never leave us alone, man. The reason why it seems like it is because Jake is wicked, man. You indulge in your lust, you know, and whatever self gain that you're trying to accomplish. You ignore what YAHAWASHI already told us. He already told us that he will fight for us, man. It says, and say unto those and to the people, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow, and ye shall eat flesh. For you have wept in the ears of the Lord, saying, who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt. Therefore the Lord will give you flesh, and you shall eat. Right? Even when you fucking complain, man, excuse my language, bro, but it's irritating because Jake always complain. Complain. It's always an excuse. You see, when we were in Egypt, we was eating shrimp and you know how Jake, they love their seafood. They was eating fish and so forth. They complain all the goddamn time. So the Lord what gave you flesh to eat? It says ye should not eat one day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, neither 10 days, nor 20 days, but even a whole month, until they come out at your nostrils, and it be loathsome unto you, because that ye have despised the Lord which is among you, and have wept before him, saying, why came we forth out of Egypt? See, Jake like to stay in bondage. You see, this is why they don't recognize the Lord being with them, because they like to stay in captivity, like to stay in that mindset. It's crazy because it's a spirit. I just read an article dealing with J.R. Smith, the NBA player, and he was on that. I forgot the show. It's a show. I forgot the name of it. He was on there talking about how people in the NBA don't give back to the community. They spend $60,000 they rather spend $60,000 at the strip club than help the people that look like them. You see, he said they rather do this, that, and the third versus actually going to the communities and raising people up. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's talking from a carnal perspective, but that's Jake though. Jake like to stay in this nigga mindset, man, versus to lean on the Lord. The Lord said, lean on him, trust in him with all thy heart, and all thy understanding, lean on him. The scripture tell you in Sirach, have any ever trusted in the Lord and was confounded? None. It says in 21, and Moses said, the people amongst whom I am are 600,000. God damn. That's a lot of people, man. Moses is overwhelmed. The people amongst whom I am are 600,000 footmen. And thou hast said, I will give them flesh that they may eat a whole month. Shall the flocks and the herds be slain for them to suffice them? Right. Will it be enough to feed these people? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them to suffice them? It says, and the Lord said unto Moses, is the Lord's hand waxed short? Right, just like Yahawashi did with the bread, and he fed all those multitude of people. It seemed like, see, you walk by faith and not by sight. It seemed like it's not going to be able to happen, but what happened? It's always able to accomplish what the Lord has set up, man. He says, my hand wax short. Thou shalt see now whether my word shall come to pass unto thee or not. Faith, man. Two more, and Moses went out and told the people the words of Yahweh and gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people and set them round about the tabernacle. And the Lord came down in the cloud, Yahawashi, and spake unto them, and took of the spirit that was upon him, and gave it unto the 70 elders. And it came to pass that when the spirit rested upon them, see, they prophesied and did not cease. So they prophesied and did not cease, meaning they did the work of the Lord and didn't let up. They did the work of the Lord and didn't let up. They didn't take their foot off the acceleration. They didn't, the gas. They didn't turn back. They didn't look back. They didn't take their hand off the plow. They did the work until the mission was completed. So that should give you comfort in these times, brother. Do the work until the mission is completed, because BAHASHAM Yahawashi will what? Never leave you alone, man. He would never leave you alone. If you can't see it in the spirit, you can see it amongst the brotherhood. You can see it amongst the brothers around you. Seeing how the brothers is moving, that should give you comfort in these last days, man. So Lord willing, this is edifying. Shalom, HAQADASH. You know what I'm saying? Yahya actually brought that out. But Lord willing, is edifying to the elect members of Yahweh. Until next time, shalom.